When you talk to someone and they've been through a divorce and you've only heard how bad their ex-spouse is, that's a red flag. Why? Because there's two sides. There's always two sides to every story. I know the faults that I had. I I don't run from them. I'm honest with them. Someone is wrong when they can say I was wrong. So someone, let me say that correctly. Someone is right, at least have taken a step when they can say how they were wrong. When they can say these are the mistakes that I made. You see, because if someone is not willing to own up to their mistakes, they're going to repeat them. If they're not willing to say, this is where I blew it. I know my ex partner, I've said all this, but there were some issues in my life too. And here's what they were. Can that person that you're dating or considering a remarriage, can they talk about that? Can they say that? And then can they say this? Can they say, and here's what I've changed? Now, in my own life, I did some I waited some years before I remarried, but in that process in my own personal life, I looked back and I did this evaluation of my own life and noticed, you know what? You're not so perfect either, guy. And as I've told you, I spent some time with a counselor named Lanny and I walked through some things. And because there's some things that I need to change, there's some things that weren't right in my life. There's some things in my life that would have been difficult to live with. There were some stubborn areas in my life that I needed to take ownership of. And ownership is a sign of maturity. So when you're considering remarrying someone, how about that? Have they taken ownership? Do they even see where they were wrong? Have they corrected that? Have they made those changes? And can they talk to you about it?